Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we took on the Pain. We were able to defeat him. One of the Cobras are down, so now we are going to be continuing into the lab. Let's make our way. Ooh, that was an interesting thing we saw. Food full. Really, the bats have already... I know fish goes bad really quickly, but really, the bats? It's only been a day! It's my last recording. I don't know why you need to shoot it. Actually, it's a new fruit. Let's call paramedic.
I see you found a Russian false mango. The Russian false mango is a mango-like fruit found only in Selinoyarsk. The egg-shaped fruit is sweet and tangy with a pleasing aroma, just like a mango. Also, the seeds can be used to make a medicine that aids in digestion. It might come in handy if you ever have an upset stomach.
So there's that. So let's give it a try.
Hey, this works.
Ooh. Here we can get a mine detector. Makes sound upon detection of claymores on the ground. Quickly equip that and see what Sigurd has to say. Oh, something I forgot. If you use the bug juice during the pain fight, it should deter his hornets for a little while. I just completely forgot about using it. Here we have a mine detector. Let's see what Sigurd has to say.
Using the mine detector, huh? When you equip the mine detector, it lets you know with a sound if there are any claymore mines nearby. A mine detector is basically a metal detector, so ordinarily it reacts to scrap iron the same way it reacts to mines. They say that only about 1 out of every 100 objects it responds to is an actual mine. Not exactly what you call reliable, so they're researching other ways to detect mines, like sniffing for molecules given off by explosives and using a kind of underground radar. One of these days, they might actually make something that works. But the one you're using is apparently set up so that it only reacts when it finds a claymore on the ground. No need to worry about it being fooled by anything other than a mine.
Alright. More food. See what's in here. Oop. So you can hear it going off, so there's some claymores. Now I forget, if you look at a claymore and call Sigurd, I forgot if he comments on it.
Covering your body is a good start, but a bare face will kill even the best camouflage. If the situation calls for a high camo index, you better break out the face paint. To apply face paint, select face from the camouflage menu in the survival viewer. Then choose a face paint that blends in with your surroundings.
Down. Roll up and grab the claymores. Get some bullets. Ooh, Russian glow caps. Definitely want. That looks like the way we need to go, so let's make sure we head there. Actually, I forgot to call Ada. Does she comment about this area?
Pass through that area to the north and you'll reach the aqueduct. But be careful. The aqueduct is patrolled by flying platforms.
Flying platforms?
Soldiers hovering in the air.
I've heard stories, but
They've already been implemented over here. It goes to show that America isn't number one in everything.
Let's head out into the water. So there's tons of fish here. Oh. I don't know why Snake decided to go under. Food fuel, of course. Why wouldn't it be? This is something I hope they do in the remake, is expand the amount of food you can carry and also make sure the food doesn't spoil too quickly. See, is that a new frog? Yes, it is, so let's call paramedic. And also, I forget if having those platforms inside, if Sigurd will comment.
I see you've caught a Thai cobra. The Thai cobra is a large venomous snake that carries an extremely potent neurotoxin. Be careful not to get bitten. If you do get bitten, go into the survival viewer right away and use Cure to give yourself a serum injection. The Thai cobra originally comes from Indochina, Thailand, and southern China. The ones in that area were probably imported as pets and research subjects before they escaped and turned feral.
not as food.
Come again?
They weren't imported as food,
They're not for eating.
so they don't taste good then.
That's not my point. It's not a matter of whether they taste good or not. People don't raise snakes for food, period.
Okay. So you're saying they might be good to eat, right?
Only one way to find out. I see you've caught a tree frog. The tree frog is a green frog that's found throughout Asia. It's arboreal, spending most of its time in shrubs and bushes. Use the tranquilizer gun to catch one alive. I bet you could scare an enemy good if you toss one at him. But the tree frogs that live in that jungle are a lot bigger than ordinary tree frogs.
They've got an appetite, huh?
You've got a one-track mind, don't you? But seriously, that is one theory. However, there are people who think it's a mutation caused by nuclear testing and waste from the research facility.
Do you think they're safe to eat?
Is that all you ever think about?
What else is there?
Lots.
Like what?
Like why a frog would get so big in the first place. Whether it's a temporary phenomenon created by a unique environment, or a permanent mark of evolution, or a product of the toxic waste coming out of the research facility. If it is the waste that's causing it, then it means humans are interfering with the ecosystem. It really makes you think about the changing relationship between...
This isn't interesting.
Oh, fine. Be that way.
So, how about it?
You mean, is it edible?
Yeah,
Well, I guess it's probably okay.
probably.
I don't know. The guide doesn't say anything.
Pretty useless guide if you ask me.
Well, try one for dinner and you can help improve it.
Yeah, let's give one a try.
I've had enough.
Right. Now, I forget if you call back paramedic after that if she comments.
Eat food to recover stamina.
No, she's just telling us generic stuff.
You say they have flying platforms out there? Flying platforms are a type of personal VTOL aircraft.
They were working on those in America too, weren't they?
Yeah, back in the 50s. They were supposedly going to be used for scouting and patrol missions, as well as to spot for artillery units and transport troops into rough territory. They even got an initial prototype off the ground in 1955. But the thing wasn't fast enough, and there were problems with getting it to stop and turn in midair, so they ended up scrapping the project. The ones you see there were built by the Soviets after they got their hands on the American design plans. The American model used a pair of contra-rotating rotors to generate lift, but those Soviet models seem to be using jet engines instead. They must have kept going with their research after the US abandoned its own project. Now they've finally overtaken us. You gotta give them credit for sticking with it. If you get spotted by an enemy riding a flying platform, they'll go into alert phase. The flying platforms themselves don't seem to be armed, but the pilots are carrying Scorpion submachine guns and grenades. The recoil on the Scorpion is low enough so that they should be able to fire one-handed in full auto mode. That gives them some serious firepower.
Okay, also I forget, Ada should comment on this area. Or no response, okay? Ada is not on the radio. Now if you're good with your aim and not go underwater like I did, you should be able to snipe them. Or miss entirely, so that way he doesn't come crashing in the ground, okay? See new fish. New fish, call paramedic.
I see you've caught yourself a maroon shark. The maroon shark is found mostly in Southeast Asia, but it's not actually a shark. It's related to the carp. It's also known as the red-finned cigar shark, the river barb, and the sultan fish.
Interesting. So how does it taste?
According to the guide, it's good, but it's kind of oily and it has a lot of little bones.
Fine with me. I never worry about the little things.
So I gathered.
We'll try in a bit. I want to get this flying platform guy. This will make getting through here a lot easier. Should be... How are you not hitting? There we go. How is that not a kill? I'm pretty sure I got you in the head. There we go. Crash and die.
Under fire. Position unknown. Commencing alert status.
Acknowledged. Keep your eyes open.
I hear him. Where is he? Where is he? I can see his light. Bam! Yeah, if you trank them, they'll also die because they'll fall to the sky and crash. Now I want to be careful when exploring here because there is actually a split path that I want to take. Map. Yeah, it should be coming up here. Now this split path is very, very easy to miss. I know I've missed it a few times as well during a playthrough. Ooh, new fish. Let's call paramedic. Decent recovery.
I see you've caught yourself a big-eye trevally. The big-eye trevally is a type of mackerel. The adult fish lives around coral reefs, but the young can be found in freshwater areas such as estuaries and rivers.
Good to know. So, how do they taste?
The guidebook doesn't say.
Huh. Well, if they're a kind of mackerel, they should be okay to eat, right?
You'd think so, but...
But what?
Well, I've heard stories about people getting sick with terra poisoning after eating the adult fish.
Ciguatera poisoning.
Uh-huh. Fishes that live near coral reefs are sometimes contaminated with a poison known as ciguatera toxin. It apparently gives you food poisoning when you eat it.
So I can't eat those big-eyed trevally?
I don't know whether those trevally are contaminated with ciguatera or not, but use caution just in case.
So eat at our own risks, okay? Fine by me.
This is horrible.
Yeah, so I believe if you go this way, you'll continue the story, but if you go down this secret path, which again is very easy to miss, you'll end up in this little hidden area. Now this area is very easy to miss because of how narrow that corridor is.
The enemy is close by.
How did that miss? Yeah, you can find this little alcove where there's tons of boats. Actually, I could have blown this guy up.
Pretty tasty.
You find a spider. Let's call a paramedic and see what she says.
Snake, be careful. That area is supposed to be inhabited by cobalt blue tarantulas. The cobalt blue tarantula is a poisonous spider with a highly potent venom. If you get bitten, go into the survival viewer immediately and use Cure to administer a serum injection.
Yeah, so alive you can throw it at enemies and basically poison them if it bites them. What's this? Want you to go into the water. Because you toss them in the water, they will drown. Wake up, I want you to see your... Nice explosive doom. Also, look what's here. One of those frog things you can very miss if you never find this area. Let's come in here. Find some ammo, TNT, grenade. But your prize? The SVD, the Dragunov sniper rifle. If you find this area, you can get the sniper rifle early than what you're supposed to get it. Let me see. Let's put away the AK for a bit. And the white phosphorus, so let's grab that. And the TNT. Let's place some TNT and blow up this ammo reserve. Let's see what Sigurd has to say about our brand spanking new sniper rifle.
Ah, you've got an SVD. That's the Soviets' top-of-the-line semi-automatic sniper rifle, adopted just last year. SVD stands for the Russian words that mean Dragunov Semi-Automatic Sniper Rifle. For a long time, the standard Russian sniper rifle was the Mosin Nagant. But at the beginning of the 1950s, when Soviet troops started carrying automatic rifles and assault rifles, the need for an automatic sniper rifle increased. The SVD was developed to fulfill that need. It can use the same ammo as the Mosin Nagant, 7.62mm by 54 rim cartridges, but they developed a new type of ammo with a tighter firing pattern to go along with it. I heard that these new rounds have a steel core and are 2.5 times more precise than regular rifle bullets. Nothing can match that thing in terms of precision. Try it out for yourself and see how powerful it is. When you equip a sniper rifle, you'll go straight into first-person view. Once you're in position, press the aim button to look through the scope. The trigger is the weapon button as usual. You can change the magnification on the scope by pressing the action button. You can fire from a standing position, but your aim will be a heck of a lot steadier if you're lying down. Try it out.
So that's how you get the sniper. If you didn't come here, you won't get the sniper rifle until a boss fight. So we have ×10 soon. Not that bad. Let's grab what weapons and what ammo that's here. Snake, get off the goddamn thing. That's what this little area hides. Worth coming to get this. Plus you can do one or two things as a bit of a secret. I will show one of those secrets off in a bonus video. Now let's progress. You walking all the way along.
Get your hands off me. I'm not going anywhere.
Really now? How many times must I tell you?
Tanya!
Each time you resist, your lover will suffer the consequences. Is that clear?
Vulcan. Damn you!
Hold it right there, traitor. Let's find out just how lucky you are. Watch closely. One of these 3 guns has a single bullet in it. I'm going to pull the trigger 6 times in a row. Are you ready? Looks like your luck hasn't run out yet.
There's no such thing as luck on the battlefield. You'd better stay in line from now on. The Cobras will take care of him.
Has the CIA dog been disposed of yet?
The pain is dead.
What? He may be a child, but he's definitely one of yours. I fear Khrushchev may have a hand in this. We have no time to lose. You must eliminate him before the final test.
Don't worry. They'll be able to handle it. I'm leaving him to you, the field.
The old man is always sleeping. Is he all right?
The end is saving what life he has left in him for battle. Normally, he's dead. But he'll wake up when the time is right. And when he does, it will be the end for the boy.
Nah. Sokolov isn't worth your love. You can entertain me until the rain stops. Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Desaro, is that you?
Okay, one thing you could do. Pull out your sniper rifle. Damn it! You can shoot the end, taking away half of his health bar. There's another secret you can do if you can actually hit him in the head, but I will show it off at a later date.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
How did that explosion not get him?
The enemy's here.
Shoot him through the eyes. I was worried I was actually not going to get the secret. Not going to get that, because yeah, you can shoot the end. There are 2 outcomes. One I will show in a bonus video. But yeah, if you manage to shoot him and it isn't a kill, you will take away half of his health bar. That will be extremely useful for what's going to happen later on. And the other thing what happens if you manage to actually kill him there? Well, I'll show what happens in the bonus video related to him.
What can I say?
Let's quickly loot the area. Now, I don't think there's any camos hidden here. He's not in the water. You get the MVG, electronically amplifies weak dim visualization. We'll have Sigurd check on that in the next episode. Yeah, I don't think there's a camo here, at least not that I can remember. There is, I'll go back and get it, but after killing everybody here, let's go through the door, so that way I know for a fact it's safe. When it saves, it will put me in the right area. Ooh, right, I think if I call everybody...
Good. You've infiltrated the warehouse. Pass through it and you'll come out south of the lab where Sokolov is being held. The exit should be on the north side of the top floor. Climb up the stairs and pass through the warehouse to the north.
Still no response from Ada, so let's take the time to save. So if you enjoyed this episode, do like the video as it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode. And share the video so more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I will see you all next time. Later.
Snake, have you ever seen Jason and the Argonauts?
I can't say I have.
It's based on Greek mythology. There's this ship called the Argo, and it sets sail in search of the Golden Fleece. Along the way, it encounters many dangers. They run into all kinds of monsters, like bronze giants and the deadly 7-headed Hydra and the vicious bird-like harpies. The most spectacular part of all was the battle scene with an army of skeletons. It was like they were actually standing up and fighting.
Are you serious?
If you don't believe me, go see it for yourself. Then you'll understand the magic of movies. It was totally amazing.
Yeah, all right. If I make it back alive, I'll go see it.
It just came out, so I'm sure it'll still be playing.